can press this one. Some people want it all, but I just want who I was an entire day ago. I just want to be who I was a day ago. Like a day ago, not even a day ago, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I wasn't dealing with any of this. 2 days ago, I was fine. 2 days ago, I was normal. 2 days ago, I was sanguine. 2 days ago, I was at peace. I wasn't worried about any of this. I was cooling. And none of this was a problem for me. But now that I've demonized myself in such a bad degree, I am now worried that I'm going to start itching in various ways that are uncomfortable. I just don't understand. I necessarily don't understand. But the title? What about the title? Why are you always on me about the titles? Like you always seem they're on me about YouTube titles. Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Now look, I'm gonna share this with y'all just because. And I just want you all to know, no context. If you don't know about this, I can't help you. I can't help you. If you don't understand the context of any of this, I can't help you. I mean, I can. I can help you, but I don't want to. So Robot went looking for food. Listen, I'm getting tired of YouTubers I've watched in this predicament. I don't even know. We had so much fun trauma bonding yesterday. I thought, why not come back and do it again? Why not? So for everyone's viewing pleasure, I guess I'm gonna speed run. I don't even think it's a speed run. I think really it's just like an hour 30. You should see the leaks Chud released. What leaks? I just got here. I don't know about any of this stuff. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm so damn late. But this wasn't something on my radar. I'm sorry. But how can I look at this and think, yes, let's learn the lore. And I don't think Dad's going to be able to save us this time. And there's no more, at least I'm aware of, trauma bonding the sequel. Chris is also going on. I think he's going over. It's like some interview. It's Tuesday. I'm already drinking. What? I don't know what to watch. Because I asked Chris, what is this JustARobot stuff? And he sent me this video. I'm like, oh no. But you know what? Chris is a hoe. Chris don't want to watch the Chris doesn't want to watch the Lily Orchard video on his stream like a pansy, and that is not fair. JustARobot lied to me, so I leaked all his DMs. That's 44 minutes. And why is the thumbnail got 2 pictures? It's got 2 people, 2 cartoons, a big heart, and DMs, one of them saying nice pussy. Oh, JustARobot ruined his own career for some pedophile. Oh my, pedophile pussy? He did this for pedophile? Oh no. You should watch the live stream first. Why? I thought this was first. I thought this video was first. I thought this was first. What happened? Is my timeline wrong? And also, has he responded? I mean, Tacos, gotta say it's pretty good. Oh God. I don't even have my headphones in. Oh no. Are they on? Yes, they're on. No, the DM leak release was recent. Best to look at the live stream for the interview. Oh no. Because Jar, is that what y'all call him? Jar? Jesus Christ. Literally ruined his whole career for some veto. So he tried to get pussy from a pet. He tried. Wait. Time out. Time the fuck out. Time out. You want me to believe this guy, cartoon-based YouTuber, or TV show based YouTuber, not based the way you motherfuckers ruin the actual meaning of that word, but basic. cartoon YouTuber could not get any normal, regular adult woman pussy, so he settled for pedophile pussy. He has a girlfriend too. Well, there's somebody for everybody. If you look hard enough, there's someone for anybody. Is he responded? Oh no, he's just deleted or privated the video. Huh. Why did he leave these community notes? Is it JustARobot, the same guy who said never to forgive those who defended cuties, then proceeds to defend a proven predator? Oh no. Oh no. So which one are we watching first? Are we watching some Chut Logic thing, or are we watching this video? I don't know how to navigate any of this. I wish I knew how to navigate any of this, but I don't know. I don't know. Which one am I doing? That YouTube comment section has to be retarded. I mean, I looked at it, and based off of the two I read, it seems like they are in the camp of criticizing him. He's just been on it, but which one? Which one first? This, I don't even know which one to watch. Like, what would I watch here? Because this is a DM thing. Shut up. Bullied a brony into deleting his video. That's absolutely the best thing you could possibly do. The 10-hour live stream. So look, not doing that. So listen, I'm gonna just ignore that. I'm gonna just ignore the fact that you even said that, and I'm gonna just hit play. Ain't no way you gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me you out your fucking mind. You done lost a fucking brain function or two, partner, because no. I say no. Isn't all of Chud's live stream? I don't fucking know. No, I didn't finish Black Wukong. But you out your fucking mind, you thought I was about to sit there and watch 10. Scout, I bet you it ain't even 10 hours of the interview. I bet you that shit was probably like 30 minutes. But I'm not checking through an entire 10-hour thing for that. No. So we just gonna learn how we usually learn.
A recent document that was released about me, but the situation has gotten much more serious as I realize the damage that I've caused.
Another person in the ArtCC has been outed as a bad person. Gee, that's surprisingly new. In other news, there's gonna be a sunrise tomorrow morning. That being said, this situation might not be as cut and dry as you once thought. Unlike everyone else who rushed out their video on Cine, I actually reached out to her, and she agreed to do an interview with me. Just like with the pyrocynical...
Jesus Christ, can anybody actually just go to the police?
Drama, the Spockter drama from 2016, and the Hopeless Peaches drama. There was something about the Cine Bear situation that didn't feel right. I'll give you two options. You can take the blue pill and just believe the mainstream opinion about Cine, or you can take the red pill, and I can show you just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Consider, oh, what the fuck? Oh no, not 90s animation intro. Who did you commission to make that? Be ashamed.
Before I begin, I would like to make some disclaimers regarding this video. Number 1. One of the subjects involved in this video goes by a different name than they used to, due to identifying under a different name and gender. If you know the user by the name of Birdie within the animation meme community from years ago, a drama I actually made reference to in my last video, which I to this day do not know anything about, then you should know they now go by...
Leon, how would the blue and red pill taste like? I don't know. I don't consume either, because they both fucking suck.
he, it pronouns, and they have changed their name to Jack. This is the ArtCC. Half the people in it are trans. When talking about their drama, I will refer to it as Birdie, but for the rest of the video, I will call him Jack as that is what he prefers to be called. Second, please give what you can to help save my friend's family restaurant. A link to the GoFundMe will be down below. I know it doesn't seem like the time for it, but I promise my friend I would shout it out in every single...
Wait a minute. So there's a groomer. Now, listen, I swear to God, I'm going into all of this blind. So no, I don't know all of these characters involved. And there's a strong possibility that I probably am better off not knowing about these people. But if what Chris has given me is to be believed, promoting your friend's restaurant in the same video where you are sticking up for some pedo pussy, yeah, as the kids say, El Mans, to a horrendous extent. That's a massive fucking L, mans.
Single video until we raise the money for it. And number 3, some of the stuff you may hear me talk about in this video will be a bit troubling to some, but I am going to keep my wording simple and brief and show evidence that will be highly censored. Now you might have heard of the Birdie drama, back when they were bashed by the RCC for seemingly no reason. After all of that drama, they became best friends with CineBear03, who I will just be referring to as Cine for the duration of this video. They moved in together around 10 months ago, but unfortunately their friendship didn't last. Last time I heard about 2 ArtCC people moving in together, it was Kai and Omnia, and yeah, we all know how that turned out. ArtCC people just don't move in with one another. It never turns out great. As for how I first learned about CineBear03, I first discovered Cine through her video on Spockter. Other than that, I just saw her video on Lio and Peaches, along with the first few minutes of her video on Deadwing Dork. Ironically, Cine brought up that she was moving in with Jack at the very end of her Spockter video.
I'm moving out soon. My original plan was to move out in January, but things have changed. I'm going cross country to pick up my friend so that we can roommate together. They've been an online friend for a long time, and they've been dealing with a really unsafe living situation for a while now, so I want to go get him. My family has been really adamant about me not doing this, though. They all...
Oh, what a W family. They did the right thing. They were aware. They were aware as best as they could be about your dumbass online antics. If only they knew what their son, daughter, whatever the fuck you are, if only they knew.
already hated the idea of me.
Don't say ahoy to me, you whore. I'm still waging my strategic plan to buy the corporation known as Wendy's just to shut it down.
Moving out so soon, but they hate my roommate even more.
When I heard this, I thought nothing of it.
I understand they're worried for my safety, but the way they've gone about being worried has been really stressful. I need to go on this road trip, I need to help my friend, and I need to make my own decisions.
Do you need to? This already sounds like one dummy. I can't stand. Oh my God, juke me. Oh my, I can't deal with one dummy.
I need to get out of this house.
Remember all of this stuff about Cine's parents not being okay with her moving in with Jack, because it will become important later. As they were living with one another, someone made a document accusing Cine of doing very bad things with minors. Jack called Cine out for this, it made a video, the video absolutely blew up, and tons of people also made videos on Cine. I, along with many other people, wouldn't have learned about this situation for a lot longer if Jack didn't make its video. There are 2 docs that compiled all the evidence of what Cine did. The first one
Fuck all of you. Stop saying ahoy to me. Don't say it to me on Twitch. 1 of 100. Oh my God. Even I won't dare. Hold on. I gotta get this pic. Fuck!
has 111 pages.
It's 111 pages long! You're kidding me! You're kidding me!
Sure, it's long, but it's mostly just screenshots. The most severe allegation in this document was that Cine was grooming a 14-year-old by sending them inappropriate pictures. Unfortunately, the doc is so long that most people didn't look at it in its entirety, and if they did, they didn't look at it very carefully. Now, some of you may be asking, how old was Cine when this all happened? Was she 16 when she was talking
Want to see something cringe? No.
to the 14-year-old? Or 17? Nope, she was 20, about to turn 21. Like her birthday was right around the corner. The 14-year-old also made their own doc, and it's, oh god, 188 pages long.
188 pages? No! 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 No!
But it's almost entirely just made up of screenshots, so it's not as long as it may seem at first. Now, some of you might say
Motherfucker said, too bad. You forget. You can't post links in my shit. Dumbass.
that these screenshots are out of context, or maybe the message
Thanks, Google/YouTube. Don't ever let these fuckers get away with sending me obscene shit.
messages are fake. After all, Discord is one of the easiest websites to use to fake messages. I mean, it's happened to me before, so it might have happened to Cine. But the thing is, those allegations aren't just allegations anymore because Cine admitted to it.
I've been an
Oh, so this video should be over. If somebody you know has allegations over their back, and while you maybe are getting ready to defend them, and then they say, "My bad, I have been an irresponsible content creator." Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. I never would have expected JustARobot to be on your radar. You know, you motherfuckers don't expect anything out of me when I'm live streaming. You don't expect anything out of me. You know why? Because I'm just a guy. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. And you don't expect me to have moments. You're expecting me to, I don't even know what at this point. But yes, I'm aware of some things. Some things I'm barely aware of. And this is something I'm barely aware of. And I'm going to have fun with the fact that I'm barely aware of it. I knew about Lily Orchard, but I didn't know it to that extent. Are you even winning? How about you look at the score and dictate that? Slow.
irresponsible content creator, and I've been acting inappropriately towards my fans. This alone is enough for me to realize I need to make sweeping changes to how I conduct myself and how I interact with my fans. But the most serious thing I've done is I've groomed a minor.
We could just stop. This stream has been 14 minutes. We can stop right there. It's over. Fuck. Wrap it up, folks. See you tomorrow. See you next week. That's it. That's it. Hello? I don't need to watch any more of this, right? I'm done. I got what I needed. Like, that's it, right? 99% of, I don't know, drama channels or whatever these guys are, always the weirdest and most sketchy people. I truly enjoy this. Right, it's over. That's it, right? There's no more? We don't need any more of this? We good? But no, we watched 5 minutes of an hour and 31-minute video that's apparently a re-upload because JustARobot uploaded this and then privated it. I wonder why he privated it. What would be a reason to private a video that you spent extensive amount of energy on? What could be the reason?
I became friends with a 14-year-old after I made a mental note to myself to not become friends with minors again, and
Why can't everyone just be like me and collectively just say, you know what, I hate children, until, you eventually have one, and then the perspective is immediately changed. Because it's cool to hate children when you don't have them. But then when you have one, it's, I love my child. Like, for right now, I don't have children. I hate every child. If you have a child, if you have a newborn, and it's just sitting there burping and farting and whatnot, I hate your child. No ill will. Just, I hate your children. When I have my offspring, they will be the most important offspring known to offspring. And they will rule the playground with an iron fist. And if you dare lay hand on my child as a grown adult, you're going to meet the wrath.
shared with them. I shared graphic, explicit materials with them when I shouldn't have. I groomed this child, and I knew...
Hello? Again, this video's over. I hope y'all know, we all just winging it now, because we got our information.
But I was doing was wrong, and I betrayed everyone who looked up to me. I betrayed my friends. I've done the worst possible thing I could have done, and I'm suffering for my choices.
On the one hand, I am happy she admitted to it so fast, but on the other hand, she groomed a minor! I could go over the proof in the doc, but the drama seems like it's already over. Proof of...
I could go over it, but it doesn't matter anymore because the internet moved on.
What she did came out, her roommate talked about it, making the situation blow up, and she admitted to it. It's like that one clip from Rick and Morty.
And now, another quick mystery. I just want to know who could have done something like this. It's a travesty. I did. See this knife and all the blood on it? Here's my fingerprints. Guilty. I sentenced you to life in prison.
Everybody, including Cindy, seems to be in agreement that she's a groomer, but I think a lot of you want me to be as transparent as possible and go over the two really big dogs. I've seen a lot of false information get spread around about this situation, and I want you all to understand exactly what's going on, because let's be honest here, most people aren't going to go through two massive dogs. The only one defending Cindy at all is Kumo, and let's be honest here, he's a guy who everybody hates, so if anything, he probably made the situation even worse for her. The guy is an absolute contrarian, and many...
Not the one who admitted to grooming a minor, but the person who talked about it and probably did worse. Right?
People consider him to be a troll. Clearly, he's just doing this to stir up drama. But as I was working on my Cindy video, I kept on going back and changing a lot of things about it. And once I finished my video on Cindy and look at all the evidence I had lined up, it just didn't feel like a good video to me. I got that same feeling I had during the Pyro drama, the Hopeless Peaches drama, and the Spoctor drama. For those of you who do not know what the Spoctor drama is, basically back in 2018, he was accused of inappropriately messaging minors as young as 13 years old. But he got out of them because he did those actions when he was 16 to 17. Cindy was 20, about to turn 21, so there's no way she's innocent, right? Well, I told myself the same thing, but then I noticed she took down her apology video, and I decided to reach out to her because I just felt so uneasy. And after I interviewed her, which I will play at the end of this video, I realized that Cindy and all of you were lied to. I've gone against the mainstream art commentary community opinion lots of times. I did it in the Peaches drama, the Antoons drama, and the Toby drama. Granted, the last one didn't go so well for me, but the other two went pretty well. I know 100% that I'm going to get a lot of backlash for making this video, but someone with a sizable audience needs to say something.
Then why is the video gone?
First big red flag to me was how quickly Cindy admitted to grooming. When it comes to groomers, they never do that. Cosmodor didn't do that. EDP didn't do that. In fact, there's not one single groomer that I can think of that has ever done that. The only person that I can think of who admitted to being a groomer before Cindy was Spoctor, but he was innocent. If you've seen my Vincent Skullman video on my old channel, then you know that I've proven that ArtCC people are cartoonishly spineless. Just a little social pressure will make them admit to things that they haven't done. In court, people are allowed to rescind their guilty plea, and that is put into law because humans are, well, human. They can be pressured into saying that they're guilty even when they aren't. Tons of people have admitted to practicing witchcraft because they were pressured into it. Okay.
Witchcraft, grooming a minor, playing with magic spells, grooming a minor, learning some demonic art, grooming a minor.
Hey, Jaw, that may be true, but did you actually watch Jack's video? Yes, and it barely had any evidence at all. It is mostly just Jack talking, and that's pretty much it.
Sock has expressed discomfort with Cindy multiple times, and Cindy hasn't made an effort to change anything. She made graphic rape comics, including Sock's characters, and sent them to people she barely knew, who then leaked them because she didn't fucking know them. Sock expressed discomfort again, and Cindy doubled down and told Sock off because she can cope however she wants, I guess. I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard, like, testimony of this, but it's disturbing.
I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard, like, testimony of this, but...
She has an obsession with Boy to this very day. Before I found out about all this, Cindy actually DM'd me last night and said, oh, Boy's yelling at me, because I think she has, like, an imaginary version of him. I don't know. And...
Boy, I do not care. Like, what am I listening to? I'm listening to presumably grown adults give the most mundane versions of their fucking lives. It's terrible.
I was like, why is he yelling at you? And she's like, I don't feel comfortable saying. And then I found out from someone else what she did, and she just wasn't going to tell me.
Some of you may bring up that Jack and Cindy were best friends, and it would be in denial about...
Honestly, one of the last things I expect to see on your stream. What is with you people? What do you expect of me? What do you want from me? What are you calling out for? What is it that you aspire for me? What do you want? I just wanted to be a streamer, man. I like streaming. Streaming's fun. Streaming's cool. Woohoo! Streaming is awesome. Better gameplay. Suck
what their
my
friend did. The thing
dick.
is, though...
I'll give you what you fucking asked for. I am doing my best. You heathen. I'm about to go a massive risk.
Jack is very, very autistic. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks it's weird that Cindy allegedly groomed a 14-year-old, and Jack somehow makes it about itself and gets $10,000 in donations. Like, what? How does that work? If that's the rule from here on out, Professor Dreadlock has been messaging minors inappropriately. Now give me $10,000, please. Even if you're moving out, you don't need $10,000 unless you live in California or New York or something. In fact, if you live in one of those two states, $10,000 will only cover your rent for a week. But why couldn't Jack just ask for, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000 and then get a job? Well, that's because it doesn't work. Yep, Cindy was paying the overwhelming majority of the rent. Jack needed Cindy, but Cindy did not need Jack. Cindy is working a real job, she's making money, and she's paying rent. Jack for the longest time was on Social Security until he moved. So let me get this straight, we're paying taxes to it, and now we're giving $10,000 to it. It almost seems like Jack had everything to gain by throwing its friend under the bus. But Jar, the document had all the proof. I mean, look how many pages it had. All that evidence must prove that Cindy's a groomer, right? Well, actually no. There's not one shred of evidence that Cindy groomed anyone. Just testimony, one of which came from herself, ironically. Now I want to make this 100% crystal clear. Cindy did 100% speak inappropriately around minors, but no...
The videos. Why am I still here? What is this cherry-picked fucking notion of, yeah, fucking sending inappropriate messages to a minor, but you're doing all these inappropriate things with a minor, but if the motherfucker's confessing to doing it, why are we trying to defend motherfuckers? Why are we trying to create videos speaking on said subject when the motherfucker you're speaking about has already confessed to said thing? This is pointyless.
So who else did that? Pyro.
Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old
It's great. You're comparing one motherfucker to another motherfucker.
boy when I was 19. That I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie. But a few days ago, a poorly written Google Doc has surfaced claiming that I have lied in my response and I'm 100% guilty. I just want to be clear, I have never lied at any point. This document is disingenuous, manipulative, and it fails to include so much of my original statement. This document makes like insane assumptions based on limited and broken evidence. It's not hard to dismantle it. It's just annoying that I have to be the one to do it. These conversations never led to any nudes being exchanged. It was just purely fantasy garbage, something which Ivory himself confirms.
Did he ever ask you for nudes? No.
Several of our conversations were leaked online by Ivory. Here's one of the more damning ones.
I'd love for my Sona to be licking at his fat, sweaty ass while rubbing his belly from behind, and then just having him gas all over my Sona's face. That'd be so nice. Or if mine was just underneath him, getting railed underneath his huge belly. And
I feel sick knowing that I'm hearing all of this. I am a grown adult male, and I feel like I'm being groomed and pressured. I feel drastically violated.
your Sona could be gassed
Ear rape. That's what it is.
non-stop as he f***s mine like, huh? Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while... to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheeks, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth. Come on.
I mean, yeah, we shared some fat furry art, we had some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual interest. There were no nudes exchanged, his name, his appearance, it wasn't important to me. He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between the 28th of December 2016 until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended. It would have been a hell of a lot less likely for me to see all but one of these tweets that's been used as evidence in this Google Doc. My Reddit post clearly shows that I was suspended from Twitter at the time that they were made, and that of course leaves the very last one, but like, what are the chances of you catching one specific tweet when you follow hundreds of people? I brought this up in my Reddit post as well, but it's been deliberately left out as some like shit attempt at manipulation.
Wait a second there, Jaw. The City situation and the Pyro situation are completely different. I mean, after all, Pyro didn't know Ivory's age.
I mean, I did say that. What does one have to do with the other? I did say this, so I guess this is the part where he proves me wrong. Also, in case anyone wasn't aware, the first 15 minutes of this fucking video is strike one.
I think you need to see the next clip after this one.
When Ivory linked me his Twitter profile, the age in bio says 16. This is something I acknowledged in my Reddit post, but to be fair, I probably didn't elaborate enough on it. In retrospect, I never should have continued the furry stuff with him once I learned of his age, even though at the time, I didn't see it as a problem. If it helps for context, because we're being so open here, I'm straight, IRL, like, I have no interest in guys. This is just purely, like, a weird fantasy, and it does not carry over into the real world whatsoever. Of someone who drew, like, fan art of my Fox character back in 2016, I then apparently replied to them, like, jokingly saying not thick enough, and then asking for their age, and they said 15. So when people saw this, they instantly drew parallels to the grooming allegation. I asked them for a thick version, and they drew this, which isn't even really that
fuck was that? I'm not even playing it again to see.
different from previous things they drew before even getting into contact with me. I didn't commission it. What was drawn wasn't pornographic. They'd drawn very similar stuff before, and there was no roleplay here. It was nothing.
And last I checked, we pretty much all forgave him. Cinny is a coomer, a gooner, but not a groomer. Grooming requires intent and a desire to get with someone. Cinny did neither. If you want to get with a 14-year-old, you have to be a pedo. Now, Cinny makes a lot of coomer art, so there must be evidence of her drawing Shota, Lolly, or Cub, right? I mean...
That's strike 2 and 3. I'm done. Y'all want to watch Abbott and Preach? I'll watch Abbott and Preach. I can't. With a straight face, I can't. I just fucking can't. I can't. My attention span is not that fried, bro. I still got it. I still got shit left. I got a lot left in my fucking tank. But it ain't this. I got a whole lot left in my fucking tank. What the fuck is who's Pyro? I don't know. Some white guy. I you know what? I'm completely fried at this. I with a straight face, I can't. With a straight face, I'm sorry, but my mind ain't in it. My mind just ain't in it. I'm not, you know what it is? I haven't recovered. I was cool. I was fine. I was sanguine. And then I watched that damn Lily Orchard video and I became fried. But now, I don't have it. I don't have the tolerance for it. Pyro isn't a white guy, he's a white furry guy. That makes everything better, doesn't it? Doesn't that just make the world go round? Right. This is enjoyable. This is great.
May Drake.
And you read through those Pokemon leaks? You know what? That's what it is. I read through those damn Pokemon leaks, and that completely ruined me. It ruined me. Now, what am I titling this now? Because it will not be whatever the fuck the rest of this shit was. I refuse. There you go. Bored and sleepy. That's what we're going to go with for the rest of this. We did good. Don't worry about that.
Is that what? June, Dr. Disrespect. Oh, that's funny. July, Chris from Mr. Beast. August, Mr. Beast. September, Diddy. October, Young Philly. Who's going to be up in November? Who's going to be the Christmas special?
Oh, God.
Cat Williams, you said that.
You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of those advent calendars, but instead of chocolate, you just get a dip and grape with. Ain't that shit crazy? You know what, before Christmas, you open up? Update on the Young Philly situation. So, since the initial video we did, there's been some updates, and I figured I would cover some of them.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah, I've just come on here to basically let you know the reasons as to why I can't. Love.
What? Did you let me marry into your family? 110%. You specifically, you are a great flipping human being. On my life, brother. Yeah, I'll let you marry. You'll be nice.
But he wouldn't let you come see him in jail, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you marry my family, but yeah. Why? I'm a good man. Yeah. What's wrong with me?
No, I had too many stories. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
What stories?
Huh?
So, you guys remember what I said when I said that for Philly,
it is over.
It's over whether he's found guilty or not. And people were like, oh, you guys are condemning him. I'm not condemning him to anything. I'm just saying based off of his brand and the work that he's done, the mere accusation is enough to ruin everything he's built up until now, especially in an environment like the media of the UK. You have to understand, this guy was tied to some very big brands. He was doing things with Heinz. He had his own like mustard line or some shit. He was doing things with ASOS. He was doing things with BBC. He was doing, with all kinds of things, okay? Which, in the context of a grave case,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot of things with his BBC.
He was doing things with his BBC he shouldn't have. But anyways, okay. So then we're gonna take a look at some of that stuff. Pause. Super pause. What?
Now, honestly, this must have been the most expensive weekend of his entire life. Because just as we spoke about in the last video, creators and brands have started distancing themselves from Mr. Philly. Now, the first one that I saw was the Sidemen obviously removed their 20 versus 1 edition. That actually happened as I was recording the last video, which, I mean, had 42 million views. So that would have been a painful one to remove. The FA cancelled a new show that was going to have Philly cooking alongside other big Premier League players like Saf.
The FA is the most wealthy league in the world. So losing that brand,
my guy.
That's like losing Nike.
I don't watch football, and I know that.
Yeah.
His brand deals with ASOS have all been deleted. His sauce that he had with Heinz, that's been pulled. His clothing line with Perplex.
Yeah, but he's fried. And you know what's crazy? I don't even know what he did. I just know he's fried. Because you got put on the hook for something, and they try to find what you did. Or not even find. They're just trying to... They're investigating you, and in the middle of the investigation, they wipe you. And even if you free and clear, you're fried because you just lost out on so much money for the mere fucking investigation going on right now. One day I hope to get famous enough to get my own mustard line. I just want to be able to forgive myself for a lot of things and then progress in my life.
Has been taken down. Foot Asylum announced that they are suspending their contract with young Philly with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark called Hit Off has now been unlisted. His first live show for the Chunks and Philly podcast is now being cancelled, and the producers of that show, Upload Productions, well, they said that they are pausing all and any work with young Philly.
Everything. That's what I meant when I said it's all dead. And if he's found not guilty, well, it's not coming back.
No, it's not coming back.
That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand on this. Now, you guys can argue for whether or not it's fair. And there's an argument to be made that before you've been found guilty in court, is it right that you lose everything? And I probably would argue not. But the way brands function, especially...
Brands function in a way of they are going, regardless of how any of you motherfuckers feel, they gonna protect that bottom line as best they can. And if you sign with a fucking brand and then you make that brand a lot of fucking money, and then one day it comes out that a motherfucker runs around and starts getting into, I don't even know what this dude did, but let's say he fucking is on the hook for raping somebody. That brand's getting rid of you immediately. And even if you're found innocent, you ain't do nothing, there's no evidence to back it, they'll probably privately email you and say, our bad, but you ain't coming back, partner. You gave them too much of a PR nightmare. You are not something they're going to bring back at all. And motherfuckers can argue that that's not fair and blah, blah, blah. But again, that's them protecting that bottom line. Because that bottom line is what matters. 4 charges of rape, 3 charges of assault, and 1 charge of choking. Well, that'd be enough for any brand to get rid of you. Steadfast.
Environment, they don't have the luxury to wait or to find out or to hope because their brand is going to be negatively impacted by public perception.
They work with the same thing that insurance companies work. Liability.
That's it.
If you're a liability to the brand, it's going to be done. Even after, you're still liable. There's that you got that in your aura.
Yeah. But there's an unexpected guest involved in all this that has a take on this and that thinks he's guilty.
Oh, it's Fresh and Fit. I'm sitting here looking.
Go on.
Fresh and Fit? Yay! The boy Fresh just came out the woodwork. He had a hot take on Philly saying, I know him. The only rapist they support is Andrew Tate, apparently. You want to hear what Fresh and Fit have to say?
Go ahead.
Come on, man. You don't want to hear what them boys got to say?
Again!
Damn right. All right, let's listen, man. And guys, it's going to be choppy, but not because I'm going to edit it, but it's just Fresh is talking. Be patient. All right, I will try. I'm going to try to explain. All right. That being said, as the guy behind the scenes,
and then like a lot of those like other like big YouTubers, why haven't any of them come out to defend him? That's my question.
Sound familiar?
Why would they? Why? What the fuck is the matter with that motherfucker? Why would you come out to defend a motherfucker doing this shit? Why is this motherfucker doing a QB kneel? No. Fuck this video. Why is this motherfucker doing a QB fucking kneel? Why is this motherfucker doing a QB kneel? For what? I'm not calling a timeout, motherfucker. You go ahead and call that fucking timeout. Why? He's doing QB. He's losing the fucking game. He's losing the fucking game doing QB kneels. The fuck? That's what your dumb ass fucking get. This is what your dumb ass fucking get. You stupid ass bitch. You sat there and tried to fucking play my shit. Gonna watch Asmongold getting canceled for his opinion? No, because I don't care about Asmongold, and I routinely have to keep telling you motherfuckers that you should probably stop. You know, not you. Well, I'm not gonna say you. Here's what motherfuckers on like TikTok need to stop doing. Stop hoping content creators start talking about the issues you want them to talk about. Because in the most hilarious of vacuums, these niggas don't know shit. And they have never known shit. But the problem is, stupid motherfuckers want them to speak about every fucking issue under the fucking sun. And then when they say some shit and it's wrong, you sit there and wonder, well, why the fuck did you even give your opinion? Because you stupid motherfuckers pressure these illiterate dumb fucks to speak on shit. FD Signify, got a lot of respect for the motherfucker. He, for some reason, wanted to, I ain't gonna say he himself, but he would love it if Kai Cenat and I Show fucking Speed talked about Palestine, talked about politics, talked about Kamala Harris and all this shit. I was in there like, for what? For fucking what? What if these motherfuckers do research and they say, fuck it, I'm voting for Trump? Hello? And then what? Then it's, oh, well, who asked for their opinion anyway? Motherfuckers like FD Signifier, that's who. That's who asked for that fucking opinion. Why did he ask for that fucking opinion? Because that's what he wants. He wants motherfuckers to fucking speak out about all the shit he can fucking favor, but doesn't understand that motherfuckers should be allowed to inform themselves and come to their own opinions. Motherfuckers don't push that at all. And so when it comes time to fucking actually be about some shit, go to the motherfuckers who actually read a book and actually inform themselves about these issues, who actually have a young audience and they want to educate that young audience. Not the fucking not the fucking Twitch streamer who just fucking had John Cena on his fucking stream where they eating Big Macs. Hell fucking oh. What is with you motherfuckers? Y'all can do way better than this shit. I don't get that. I for whatever fucking understanding, do not understand how motherfuckers feel so comfortable wanting successful dumbasses speaking on shit. Where do y'all get that shit from? Why? It's because they got numbers? All right, cool. And then they got numbers to fucking say, you know what? Do this. And then it's vote for Trump. And then you sitting there like, why should I care about any of their opinions? I'm not going to say here's why. I'm going to tell you it's because they have numbers. And in a world full of people who don't even value themselves, they value what another motherfucker says. This is why I tell you motherfuckers, as uncool as the fucking opinion is, I tell you motherfuckers all the time, inform yourselves. Stop listening to the motherfuckers who are benefited by being paid, hoping you don't do any fucking research. That's why a lot of you motherfuckers try to challenge me on shit. And you end up being dumb and wrong, and I laugh at you. And then you get mad, and then I laugh at you harder. Because while you believe in another motherfucker and you trying to make me believe another motherfucker, I'm bringing what you people are so fucking afraid of. Facts. Information. Clarity. And motherfuckers don't like that. The term fact-checking became basically saying, nigga, nobody want to hear it. Because, oh my God, oh, your opinions not backed up by anything but your hurt fucking emotions and your bitchless feelings.
Diddy. Who's defending Diddy? Nobody.
Fuck, I wonder why nobody defended Diddy. Hello? I like how we just come back to that. I like how we just get brought back down to earth.
But why is that, though? Could it be true? The way he talks kills me.
Release me. Really?
Why is that, though? Could it be because he's guilty? I don't know. But
this is why I hate political influencers. Literally none of them know what they're talking about half the time. They're just as slimy as most politicians. No, I will tell you this. Politicians are worse. What is on par, not even on par, what is right below them are the influencers who just skew perspectives and try to make it seem like everything's perfectly fine. And yes, I lost the fucking game. Do you know that what was the hot thing for conservatives to talk about February, March, April, May, really up until the old fuck dropped out? Biden and what clearly looked like an old man just being an old man. Why have none of these motherfuckers bothered to announce anything regarding the stupid shit Trump has said? Trump sat there and said he's never heard of a Category 5 hurricane. Hell fucking oh. Right now, the hot talking point to not address in the conservative influencer market is Trump apparently leaving a bunch of people at a fucking event 5 miles away from cars. But ooh, Kamala Harris doing an interview with Fox News. They're gonna cook her. But then Trump come out. Trump come out and talk shit about Fox News. So now it's fuck, who do we side with? A guy or the news network we've been blindly fucking following this whole time? Oh, they're trying. But I tell you this much. There's going to be two sets of opinions after Kamala Harris does this interview with Fox News. They're going to be the people who look at this interview and say, yes, this was fine, and I'm glad that she went on Fox News. Then they're going to be the dipshits who say, Fox News didn't hammer home all the points I wanted them to hammer home about. Remember, we needed a real media organization to do the presidential debate. Fox News. That's what we fucking needed. You know what's crazy? I feel so much better doing this type of stream than whatever the fuck we were doing however many minutes ago. However many minutes ago, I felt miserable. Now, I feel sanguine. I'd argue I feel at peace. I feel good. This feels better. This feels right. This feels right. Don't you agree? Me? Yes, I do. Oh, I could say the same thing about how Joe Biden was forcefully suspended without his knowledge after the primaries, after he got the votes, yet Kamala received none. Doesn't matter. You can say it. You can say it all you want. But the reality is that these political influencers still fucking suck.
Release that.
There's something that can be said. All right, let's go.
I think the interview is either tomorrow or Thursday. And guess who's not going to be watching it? Me. Why? Because I don't know what time it's coming on. And if you tell me, I promise you I'm going to forget.
I'm going to just skip ahead. So basically, because you guys don't want to hear Fresh Talk for 5 minutes, trust me. Fresh Talk is about a story that he was in London maybe just a year or two ago. And at this time where he's out with some girls, Philly ended up showing up and then he saw some weird behaviors. I'm going to just get to the rich part, okay?
Were the other YouTubers there?
Yes. Yeah.
Who else was there?
Bro,
You just tell the story. Yo, bro. You just think, bro.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They're just there with you.
They don't want to be involved, bro.
All right. This dude Fresh is the worst storyteller, bro.
No, it's because I'm protecting their brand, bro. Like,
okay, all right.
You just said earlier they don't want to be seen with us. So why are you telling the people who they are? You want this nigga, bro?
Well, I didn't know if they were worried about.
Yes, they were worried about.
Oh, so they're normie people too.
I'm not saying their names.
Okay, all right.
Anyhow, so we go up with some YouTubers, man. They're showing us love. Buying bottles too.
I ain't gonna lie, no grown man buying me no bottle.
It's like when you watch mom and dad fight. And there's like 10 people at the dinner table and everyone's quiet. Okay, Peter, now pass me the potatoes.
The potatoes.
So how would you rate Black Myth Wukong? 9. It would have been 10, but I struggled with the ending. So no matter what important questions I bring up, yes, they will be overlooked. Yes, I hate to break it to you. Your fucking opinion or a conversation will be overlooked. You know why? Half the time you spout bullshit, and then the other time, motherfuckers will come to you, or you'll go to them, and they'll passively aggressively tell you to fuck off without telling you to fuck off. Me, if I don't feel like it, I'll just tell you fuck off. I will. And because you did it, you did exactly what I knew one of you was going to do. When I talk about these dipshit conservatives, y'all bring up liberals. I hate to break it to y'all. I know that liberals are fucking terrible. Leftists, Democrats, Democrats, whatever the fuck the new catchphrase is for these dipshits. I know. You don't have to explain it to me. I know their inconsistencies. I know their game. I know how they operate. But you know what I can't fucking stand? The habitual dick-sucking, gunt-guarding, and passive fucking defenses given to the other side. It's exactly what I said when that white bitch ran around saying, yeah, you know, I gotta start distancing myself from the left. Oh, she's gonna come to the right. For what? The right's the same side online that pretended like they had some blood oath with Kyle Rittenhouse. And when he said he's writing in Ron Paul, these dipshits lost their fucking mind. It didn't become, but it was blatantly obvious for everybody with a functioning brain that it's a cult. Which I know both sides don't really want to hear, but reality is they're both cults. And you know what's crazy? They act like they're so different. They're the same. They're cults that hate being called cults. And when you call them that and you prove it, then they all get bitchy. And they try to say, oh, my side's not as bad. Oh, my side's not as bad. Yeah, a rapist and a rapist. They're both rapists. I don't care which one raped in more of a cool fashion. Oh, but this rapist did this. So, But doesn't everyone spew bullshit now and again? No. I hate to bring this up, but no, they don't. They're actually people who are drastically wanting to do the conversation thing. You know why they don't get traction? You know why they don't get the same amount of views or they don't get the fucking clout or all that shit? Because spewing the bullshit is what sells. That's what gains the most traction, the most views, clicks, attention, otherwise. You know my greatest example of this? Tim Pool. Tim Pool's a fucking moron. I need y'all to understand that. From the Grand Theft Auto take to the dating takes, I don't know. I still try to figure out why the fuck anybody consumes media about dating from a dude who sits there and blames everybody else as to why he's single. Don't get that. personally never understood that one. Tangent. Drastic tangent. I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, Captious. Because I'm gonna say this about Captious. He's the only motherfucker in here who's worthy of having conversation with me. But these dating shows, these dating advice gurus, these MGTOWs, these bad bitches, these alpha men, they all suck. You know why? Because they're all single. Why the fuck are you seeking advice on something from failures? Why do you think I tell y'all I believe in love and I tell y'all I hope y'all find love? I'm not giving y'all dating advice. Bro, I'm single. The fuck? The fuck I look like? The fuck I look like? But these motherfuckers telling y'all, do this and you'll get a woman. Do this and you'll get a man. Do this and you'll end up like this. Do this to get 3 bad bitches. Do this to fuck some hoes. Have this money and you'll get all these unattractive hoes with a bad personality. All this shit. These motherfuckers are lying to you. Go find a podcast of 2 married people. You know why? Because the difference between a single stupid motherfucker trying to give you advice compared to a married couple is the married couple's married. They've gone through trial and tribulation. Everything hasn't been a happy moment. There's been an argument. There's been a fucking disagreement. Fuck, there's might have been a chance of them splitting up, but they got back together. Oh, it is beautiful harmony how they got back together. There's a success right there. Let me ask you a question. Who you taking business advice from? The motherfucker with a 401k and actually owns a business in his full name, or the dipshit who's homeless? Don't answer that, because I know the fucking answer. Don't answer that. I know the answer. Now back to captures. It's easier to just spout bullshit. Do you remember a couple of streams ago where I sat here and we watched a video of JD Vance being the most logical in the room? And the response was, hey, this happened because the owner's a woman. Like, I say it in a video you're going to see tomorrow because I'm still not over the fact that a dipshit got mad at me because how dare I point out the fucking obvious that motherfuckers are sitting here going to jail for propping up dead black people and getting money off of it and scamming people. And it annoys me to my fucking core that I had to say this, that I'm not some fucking YouTuber with all these subscribers that has to clickbait you in order to get your attention span to fucking work. My bad. My bad I got fucking respect for the 20 people watching this fucking live stream. My bad. Maybe I should start just like treating y'all like y'all simple. Maybe then I'll get 1 million views. Not 1 million views, 1 million subscribers. Oh, but wait, damn. I'm proud of the fact that even at my lowest, even when I didn't want to do this shit, even when I was depressed, even when I was going through some shit that didn't really make it able for me to make content for a full fucking month. Wow, I still did it all as me. That's sick. That's fucking sick. Oh my God. I did it all as me. I didn't have to fucking lie. I didn't have to fucking clickbait. And guess what? Even when I did, he quit, pussy. Even when I did, what did I do within the first 10 seconds? I got you. I clickbaited you, and then I kept it pushing. I'm sorry that you want to live in a world where everybody can fucking speak and have conversations. That ain't how I work online. You actually, Captions, you can do this shit offline. Like, you can do this offline. I swear to God you can. You can have conversation offline. That's why I don't do debates. That's why I'm not going on nobody fucking live streams. That's why I'm not partaking in any fucking town hall group Discord thing, because that's not conversation. That's a fucking debate. And I ain't doing it. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It's mind fuck. I would argue it's adultery. Or some form of unconsensual. Fuck. Like, you're not gonna get that with people online. Sorry. Because guess what? Everybody's got their side and they're gonna defend it to the death. And when you point it out, no matter which side you point out, oh, you're a fence sitter. Oh, you sit on the fence. Yep. I do. And I'm comfortable doing it. You know why? Because not only do I sleep comfortably at night knowing that I don't have to defend the indefensible just because they're on my side, or that I have to make up some excuse for some motherfucker just because they're on my side. I could turn my head left and see some dumb shit and laugh at some dumb shit. I could turn my head right and look at some dumb shit and call out some dumb shit. I could turn my head forward. I could twist my own fucking neck and see it all and have fun with it. And I don't have the weight of a bunch of motherfuckers on my back. What I have is a clear conscience. Because it ain't a character, it ain't a gimmick. I'm too fucking desensitized from real life to do this really fucking gay ass online shit. No, it's not cool. No, it's not edgy. No, it ain't based. It ain't Sigma. It's fucking lame. But apparently, that's the shit that sells. For the life of me, I don't think you motherfuckers are really ready for the context of that fucking image on my community post. I'll just spoil it for you. A lot of motherfuckers think HSV1 is not herpes. They're wrong. And I need mandatory sex education for high schoolers. When you see that video, like 3 days from now, remember that I said I want mandatory sex education for all schools. I don't care if your district has it. That doesn't mean, I'm telling you this for fact, every school does not have it, especially the Catholic schools. So that's what I'm gonna need. Now I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that mandatory. Like, if I was president, that's the second thing I'm doing after I take away y'all free speech, because I'm tired of it. Don't vote for me. I will actually destroy you. Sorry for my tangent. This election cycle has proven to me a lot of people are liars.
No, she's just fucking seething so the words don't come out right, but you're not gonna call it out. No. You're just gonna pass her the potatoes. Potatoes.
We're there having a great time. The club is closing in like 30 minutes or so. Out of the blue, this guy pops up. I'm like, who's this nigga? Talking to the girls, touchy-feely. I'm just like, did someone invite this nigga? Mind you, I don't know who he is. Mind you, he didn't know most of the girls there.
Yes, Kevin, proper sex education. Because while I am funny, and I do say the Bible says rap it before thou tap it, you need a little bit more than that. You got to learn about a lot of fucking body parts. I would argue it needs to be done. A lot of body parts need to be learned about.
He just knew one of them that I was talking to, which is fine. And we're chilling, vibing, whatever.
What's wrong?
It is the worst storytelling. I gotta give it to.
I just think that if you...
No, put it in every school. Fuck your trade schools. Put it in every school. I get it. Y'all want trade schools to be more fucking valuable. Guess what? You're gonna have to convince parents of that one. You're going to have to convince parents of that one. You're just now finding out humans are slow? No, Captious is just now finding that out. Because he's trying to have conversations with people online and he can't do it. Welcome.
Give it some time. It's like watching something fast forwarded, but it's also buffering at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like so come to the club and there's way about Philly just coming through and I'm talking to one of the girls and
remember I said the club's closing in like 30 minutes. He comes at the very end of the night at a club and he's there at the table. I'm like, who's this guy, whatever. So then he's talking to most girls at the table, and the one I'm talking to, he takes particular interest into. So he's like talking to her. The nigga's like thirsty, bro. Like, when I say like overly thirsty, he's like grabbing her, trying to pull her to the car, take away from her friend. This is like, bro, do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you because, hey, that's not here, brother. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm going to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's like, where are you guys going? Like, why is he pulling me this way? So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now, which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming.
Okay, so she grabbed her from him.
Yeah. And then I asked her, so what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy? Oh, no, this and that. He was being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just don't want to, like, make a scene. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Kind of find out, I called the other YouTuber girl later on. She told me the full story of what happened. He wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, oh shit, this is how this thing moves. She's like, yeah, everyone knows.
Damn. Even Fresh and Fit saying this dude weird. Everybody knows.
But on tape.
That being said.
All right, go ahead.
No, personally, I just think that with guys like in Philly, you know, they just they can't be trusted because they're mad thirsty for girls, and that's why he's in jail.
But what about what he said? What about what he said?
I mean, it just corroborates what I've heard a lot of people behind the scenes. And here's what I think. It's one thing if you have accusers in the public. Like, you guys know when Fresh and Fit got accused by that girl, and I went to go listen, I'm like, that story's bogus. So people were like, oh, Abby, you're just going to believe the story. It's not that I believe the story. I'm not even telling you guys what happened or what didn't happen. But all the circumstantial evidence for me points to I would be very wary of him behind closed doors. That's it. And you might say that's a lot. But when I hear the prosecutor in court saying, we have CCTV evidence, we have footage, we have photos of her injuries to her body that depict a history of violence on her. When he's saying we have an incredibly strong case, I'm like, okay, that's a fact. Who have nothing to gain, who privately, before any of this happened and after, tell me he moves a little bit weird. He's very aggressive with ladies.
Hey guys, oh God, that's a big nose motherfucker. He's fried.
It's my lies.
Just clicked. What did I miss? You've done well. You did well. You did well. You've missed nothing. We haven't done anything.
I'm going to give my honest opinion about this whole young Philly situation.
Just some dude who's apparently fucking, like, not called himself, but is on the hook for being a fucking weirdo.
You guys may know or may not know he got charged with R, and it's been, like, all over the news. I'm going to give my honest, humble opinion, okay?
No, I'm not doing the jar thing. Fuck jar. Fuck the jar thing. I stopped caring. Why did I stop caring? Because after hearing the word lolicon, I said nope. Fine, like nope. A lot of shit defifled me.
I've met the guy. I personally don't like him. He's not a nice person. I'm just going to be honest. To me, anyway. I don't know. To his friends, he might be a nice person, but if you've met him in real life, you'll know he acts in a certain way, especially if he's around people. He has a very big ego, and he kind of looks down on a lot of people.
And that's a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I'm a little bit glad and also somewhat mad that in my life I've been humbled. I'm glad and somewhat mad that I've been humbled in my life. But I shit you not, me getting humbled, it made me realize that all this shit could go in an instant. And I don't give a fuck if I wake up tomorrow with 2 million fucking subs, 3 million, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna keep my fucking head down, I'm gonna thank God, and I'm gonna be fucking humble. There's literally nothing else I need to be doing. Because doing anything else is just fucking insane. Like what? Like I think it was Chris that told me one of these fucking British YouTubers went to like a bar and tried to flex his subscriber count to get some pussy, and I'm like, please, I know I've fucked up a lot in my life, but please don't ever have me do that. Please. Please, Lord, I know I'm not your strongest soldier, but please don't ever have me do that.
And people think all this stuff we're saying, even his friends say this. They get on podcasts, they talk about how rude and nasty he can be to people all the time. So that's why when folks are like, oh, these are just rumors, they're not rumors. Like, when your friends are saying it, when people who don't know you are saying it, when all these unrelated people are saying it, and not only are they saying this guy's arrogant, but they're saying he's aggressive with the ladies and little shit. I'm sorry. It just, to me, that's probably the biggest smoking gun someone can give me outside of like footage and photo videos, because there's no way 15 to 20 people who are all unrelated to each other are all reporting the exact same details about you. But yeah, this is where we're at with the updates. This is a story that's going to keep evolving, and we're going to keep our eye on it. But
did Mudahar leave Twitter because he was watching Lolicon, or did I completely just believe something for no reason? I know I just said that, I was free and my mind was more clear, but, I thought I would ask this question. This fucker Sly sends me this shit.
Nico. Welcome back to
and I shit you not, I'm looking, I'm like, so that's why he left. No, nothing. He fucking sent me this. This isn't a shocking thing. These people always do this. Called lolicons pedos, get outed as their lolicons or real pedos. Wonders why lolicons are toxic and use the term anti. It was the Indian shit jokes. You know what? I'm also glad my Twitter got banned.
So today we're going to be covering Mudahar, aka Some Ordinary Gamers, once again. Now, I made a previous video on Some Ordinary Gamers, and if you don't know about that or you haven't seen it or anything, then I'll leave a link down in the description below. But it's relevant to the topic today because we're once again going to be discussing him and how he's being a hypocrite about Lolicon and just fictional stuff in general. So this is all stemming from the fact that someone posted a tweet on Twitter linking a video on YouTube from a channel that was covering Mudahar because he watched lolly hentai. He was like shown lolly hentai by Nuxtaku on either one of their streams or in one of Nuxtaku's older videos. I'm not exactly sure, but basically a whole bunch of people on Twitter was calling out Mudahar for this and everything and pointing out how he was being hypocritical once again, because if you don't already know, and if you want to know the whole situation, then just watch my video down below that I'll leave a link to. But
no, just give me the cliff notes, motherfucker.
He was calling out Lolicon and stuff and trying to basically say that it was similar to CP. He was like, it's not exactly the real thing, but it's pretty close to it.
Listen, if you're drawing children in a sexual manner, I have some hilarious news for you.
And then there was a few other things that he said on Twitter about it and stuff.
This guy sounds like he... Oh, God. Come on, man. Everybody doesn't fucking talk the same way. Jesus.
And what happened before in a previous situation was that he got called out and exposed for being a hypocrite before because he had watched schoolgirl hentai and literally talked about it on stream before in like one of his older videos from like a few years ago where he was talking about watching a schoolgirl hentai called Dropout where basically
Okami, why did you retract those messages?
In the hentai, the students and everything were basically in the hentai, the students had got turned into sex slaves and stuff, and it was
Excuse me?
a whole...
You know what? I don't want to know. 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 I felt better when I didn't know about this. You understand? I felt better when I didn't know about this. My life. Do we need a description for hint? I would argue no. Oh, what's hentai? Porn. Like, share, subscribe. Like, there it is. Going to tab out. I mean, I could entertain myself while losing 100% of the live viewership by watching reactions and previews of Saints versus the fucking Broncos. I could do that. Look, I could do that, but I won't. And I'm still not over a grown-ass man downloading this shit and saying, hey, I'm a size queen. Still never really recovered from that one. You know? Never recovered from that one. How about them Broncos? They suck. They suck. What's going on with that tipster guy? Apparently not. Fuck. Last I fucking bothered to care, The fucker was going on live streams, basically explaining himself, got a W over a retard who did the same shit that Tipster cried about and bitched about. And I guess that's his saving grace. Good for him. Stop talking on the internet like you're somehow a rape victim. You're not. You just didn't want to hang around 5 to 8 dipshits online. That was pretty much it. Fuck it. I'll show this again for my own fun. I'll show this again for my own fun. I love the fact I've given no context to this. I love it. And you know why I love it? It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. The dude in this, he apparently he's got a fucking burn list of 3,000. Now, is it true? Because it's you with makeup. Hey, bro. And yes, this is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. Probably one of my worst thumbnails, but you'd hit that. Now, I know I have like a 1% female audience, but question, ladies. If you get burned by a man, not burn as in insult, burn as in sexual disease, are you A, going to go to the hospital, B, go to the hospital, try to see if you can get cured, which could be the same thing as A, but I'm adding extra layers, or C, seemingly know about it and then continue to have coitus with everybody? All by the hands of a man named Gucci Third Leg. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the fucking name, because I'll be damned if I don't laugh at a motherfucker named Gucci Third Leg. There's a motherfucker named Gucci Third Leg. Let's make it happen. Fan art of well, first of all, that's not a BBL. It's like, I hate the fact that not only has current media you consume made you not recognize women from transgender women, you also can't recognize a BBL from a fucking yard away. I've seen and grabbed a BBL. I know the difference now. Why did I think it was Gucci? Because you heard Gucci and you saw it was a man. Did he hide it from her? From her word of mouth, it seems as if he knew and she saw something to be concerned about, and he immediately brushed it off in order to hit. This is coming from her word of mouth. The way she describes it, she saw something on his body, questioned it, immediately got a response that was safe enough to hit that. And yes, the motherfucker is trying to sell NFTs now. Because nothing, and I do mean nothing, is taken seriously by people who live their life online for the world to see them fuck up. Heartbeat, yes. The gimmick is HSV2, HSV1. And apparently, and I could be wrong, the motherfucker shared a test result that is apparently from last year. And he had all positive, no. He had all negatives. He didn't have anything except one thing. HSV1. And I shit you not, there are people specifically on TikTok. I don't know if they're doing it on YouTube. But there's people on TikTok saying HSV1 is not herpes and it's HSV2 that's the herpes. And I don't mean to be your sex education teacher, but HSV1 is a type of herpes, just like how type 1 diabetes is a type of diabetes. I know you didn't want nor expect a fucking sex ed lesson this stream, but I thought you should know that. If you ever see a motherfucker having a conversation with themselves about what is herpes and what is not herpes. So people are spreading misinformation. Yep. But this is the same online you want to have conversations with people on, just so you know, where motherfuckers are saying shit and then going to the next thing. How did you become so smart? Google, if you wanted to know. Google. I expect a sex ed lesson every live stream. You're not going to get it every live stream because the topic won't warrant it. The topic will not warrant sex ed lesson every live stream. Sorry. And I know I said for like the 2 people watching me on Twitch, I know I said yesterday this was going to be Clementine trauma time, but you have to understand, I was very tired. So I better opt out to have these conversations with people in real life because that shit is stupid. No, have them in real life. Have them off of the internet. Twitter is not the place for it. I find it comical that my good buddy, my friend, my amigo, or amiga, considering she's a woman, Gothics, did a stream, I think last week, where I think one person came in, asked some question. You could tell Gothics got mad at that. I ain't gonna say mad, got a little disturbed. And I'm watching this shit, and I said, you can't come in starting shit and not expect people to follow you. They're going to want to start shit on you when you're not paying attention. So, do better. No idea what I expected. You expected whatever rationale you have in your life to be what everybody else does. And I'm going to tell you, you're real fucking stupid. That's probably the worst thing you could do. Look at your life and think everyone is doing the same thing as you. Nope. While you want conversation, while you want direction, while you probably want everyone to be well informed, it's not what everybody else is doing, nor is that what everybody else wants. I'm not reading that, Corey. She's married. Stop being a fucking loser. That's another thing. I don't subscribe to the weird gay ass pointless shit y'all do. I don't really find it amusing. I find it special ed warranted. It's never been good. What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? I'm concerned about what I'm looking at. You know what? Fuck it. It's Gothics hour. Let's see what Gothic sits here and tells us.
Protecting democracy.
Speed it up. I can't do it.
See, in this moment, we've got to reimagine it with people that look and love like us at the center. And I think for us right now, it's about reimagining freedom and this American story in a way that is more revolutionary than what our founders
I feel like I didn't watch this, or maybe I did. And even if I didn't, my memory's shot.
actually put down on that little
Smoked a lot of weed and my body's been creaking. Might have been laced.
piece of paper, but instead is the type of democracy that is by and for all of the people of this country. That's the opportunity that we have.
Why are you gay?
What you guys just heard was the president of the Human Rights Campaign, which is a Democrat organization that advocates for
Am I senile for when I see a news report and in it a motherfucker specifies, oh, it's Democrat? Democratic leader, pedophile. I feel like I don't care about that part as much as somebody else might, because that part means next to nothing. And here comes someone saying the Democrats are pedophiles. What could you possibly think you know what?
LGBTQ plus rights. And this lady seems to think that the bill.
Leon taking the spike drugs. I had so much fun. Don't smoke weed, children. Adults, you know what to do.
Of rights should be reimagined with LGBTQ people at the center. And a lot of Americans are shocked by this statement. And honestly, I don't know why. I mean, if you guys have been paying attention, there has been lots of similar statements from people in various positions of authority and influence saying the same thing about the Constitution. It needs to be reimagined to reflect the real America. Whatever
I don't think the Constitution should be reimagined.
that means. It's just communist trash is what they're saying.
And I also despise the framework of anything people want changed as communism because, ooh, do I have some bad news for my good buddy Gothics.
Objectively, if you look around, there is
I'm still never going to let her slide over the fact that I was called an edgelord. Leon, I used one of your cooking videos. I got to say that helped me make my lunch. See? I'm now an influencer because of that statement. I have now influenced. Be on the lookout for more YouTube shorts from ya boy. Also, because I wanted to do it, I'm going to make chips. You heard me. Make!
an aggressive push to turn this country upside down. It's pretty obvious at this point, unless you're sleeping. And so I wanted to bring up this clip because I want to give you guys something to think about. How you answer these questions will determine where this country is going to go in the next...
No, how they answer these questions won't determine anything. What will actually determine anything is in, I believe now, 21 days until that fucking election. That's how we're doing this.
Couple of years, okay? This is really, really, really important, all right? She has a point, and let me explain before you guys start attacking me in the comments section, okay? So I've tried making this argument before that although I agree with the Constitution, I agree with with the vision that our founding fathers had when they constructed these documents, I also recognize the finite nature of these documents. Meaning, if you were to look at it objectively, what is it? It is a document that was constructed by men, and the men who constructed this document are no longer here. So theoretically, who's to say that a new group of people couldn't come together and formulate a new vision for America? Why is their worldview more valid than the communists who want to destroy this?
Did anyone else's dad break TVs when he lost in NFL video games? So look, I'm not a father, but what are you trying to tell me? I'm not a father. What are you trying to tell me? Because I've broken a TV before. Now, granted, it was in my youth. Granted, it was my youth. I was still immature back in the dizzy. But, you know, several controllers have been broken, you know? You know what's crazy? You've seen the videos where people, like, break their TVs when they're watching their team, like, lose in a football game. I could never be that mad. What actually happens is that I just look at my team and I say, I can't fucking watch this shit anymore. And I turn it off and I go to sleep. And I just wake up and I don't know it. Exactly. It's fine when you're young. I would argue it's not. I would argue, please don't do that when you're young. You don't have money. And I'm pretty certain your parents paid for that with hardworking money. And I'd hate for you to fucking get your ass handed to you and not have a TV.
This country. Think about it, because if it's just your opinion versus theirs, then how can we say that either party is...
I love my good friend Gothics, even though she doesn't fucking answer the phone when I call her to harass her like I do all my other friends.
Wrong. Now here's the next question. Do you think there is a standard for sexuality? Yes or no? Now, however you decide to answer, I want you to consider the implications of that answer.
Fuck. All I wanted to say was, fuck, I love my friend Gothics. I hope when she gets married, she's already married, that she puts me in the third row. Now, everyone here knows my joke.
All right, so just in case you're confused, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this that are like, what the hell is this chick talking about? Let me try rephrasing my question so you can understand the point that I'm trying to articulate here. So
this is terrible. You could have actually redone the video if you had it to put this in. You should have redone this video. If you needed that really drastic fucking disclaimer, you could have just redone the video. Gothics! You could have just redone the video, ma'am.
So let's take...
Did this fucking ball just doink off the fucking... Fuck it, I'm about to break this. This monitor was 300... No, it wasn't. How much was it? Let me not lie. How much? Because I got this during Black Friday. I'm still upset that I I broke my Christmas gift from Moral. I'm still mad about that. No one else will care, but I care. That's the difference between me and you fucking losers. You don't value anything given to you by people you care about. I do. Fucking spazzes. How much was this damn thing? How long ago did I bought this? Like 2 years ago. Don't forget to hit don't forget to hit the like. And you can tell I'm like half asleep. I'm not even half asleep. When did I buy this thing? Jesus Christ, this Elgato is a lot of money. I bought this at the beginning of January. How much was it? $287, and I shit you not, 1 cent. I'm gonna take I've never seen that where it's like, hey, it's this much money and 1 cent. My fucking God. What the fuck? And 1 cent. It's just 1 cent. Bro was camming on. Whoa, hello? Back in my day, controllers were attached to consoles. I mean, mine's attached to my console if I choose to want it charged. And I own a GameCube, so fucking regardless, I'm gonna be playing on a fucking. I mean, I could get the fucking wireless GameCube controllers, but I don't want those. Authenticity. Authenticity, baby. Why the fuck is he so wide open? You know what? Fuck it.
Take the matter of sexuality. The question was, is there a standard for sexuality? There can only be two answers, either yes or no. If you say no, there is no
fuck, I don't know.
Standard, then that implies you can just do
fuck, I'm just sitting here bullshitting until I feel good about myself.
Two answers, either yes or no. If you say no, there is no standard, then that implies you can just do whatever you want. There's no standard, why would anyone care? And if you say there is a standard, now the next question is who sets that standard? If the
fuck me, I set that fucking standard. Do whatever the fuck you want. Don't rape and don't touch a kid. There you go. I set the standard. There you go. There you go. Fuck. There you go. Standard has been set. Follow it.
The answer is man, then why is the opinion of one man greater than the other? So if one man says sexuality...
You know why my opinion is better than these fucking speds who call themselves maps? Because they're sitting here rationalizing the thought or the action. Because let's be honest, some of them like the action of touching children. Meanwhile, I sit here and say, no, you're weird.
It should be between a man and a woman versus someone who says sexuality should be between two consenting adults who love each other regardless of what their genitals are. Then why is one more valid than the other? I'm sure a lot of people are confused as to why I'm bringing up this.
One's more valid because one of them gets abused. And when I set the standard, you follow it, or to the Chimdale Mountains with you. Okay?
Question. Well, I mean, first of all, the clip pertained to the human rights campaign, so this is related. But the broader point that I'm trying to make here is who is your ultimate absolute authority on moral issues? What?
Me and my two working eyes. No, God's not here to help me. So I'm sticking with my fucking ethics in this fucking conversation. And the reason I'm saying me is because the amount of times I've fucked up in my life has allowed me to fucking garner the perspective of, hey, how about we do this instead of doing that, because doing that put us in a bad predicament. Like, I get it. I'm pretty sure in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to hear God. And while that's a fine example for you, remember, you are not the rest of the world, my good madam.
What is your justification that this is the correct worldview without trying to argue in a circle? For example, oh, it makes people happy. It's not hurting anyone.
My worldview is based around, hey, this is not about fucking children. This is about everybody being consenting individuals. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to let y'all play with me with the semantics. Consenting adults where no one fucks children. Did I do it right? How? Oh, no. Oh, no.
One, live and let live. Love is love. These are all circular arguments that assume there is an absolute ethical and moral standard. So what is it, and why is it the correct one? Likewise, why should Americans live by the Constitution as opposed to adopting the moral and ethical principles found within the Communist Manifesto? Again, without arguing in a circle, like, oh, because it leads to human flourishing or it creates a better quality of life. These assume that that is the absolute standard that we should be living by. So why are the opinions of our founding fathers more valid than the opinions of these lunatic communists that want to take over the country? Hopefully I cleared up any confusion about what the point was in this video. So, but if you guys are still confused, I don't know. I guess leave me a comment. Maybe I'll be able to respond. We'll see. But yeah.
So like, the reason why I'm confused is because you talk in circles, and then when you're called on it, you get passive aggressive and then say circle back and never circle back, along with the overwhelming issue of just blatantly calling motherfuckers communists without being able to back that up with any source other than, oh my God, my feelings are hurt over the words they say, which is kind of the fucking thing you say shouldn't be going on. You say that a lot. You got a documentary where, like, there's a basis around that where, you know, it's bad for motherfuckers to just assume the worst of you based on your opinions. So how about you not do that to them either? That could work, you know?
Let's get back to the video. The thing that I need you guys to understand is one worldview is going to dominate. Okay, so take your pick. I am of the belief that the further a society moves away from Christianity, the more moral decay and...
There it is. There it is. So when did society start moving away from Christianity? When you noticed it, or years ago before any of us were born? The reason I say that, issues with the border, that's not new. Crime, that's not new. Shootings, that's not new. Dumbass opinions, that's not new. That's not new. It's just not new. I'm sorry to break it to you. You could go way back. You can go past the 50s. It didn't start in the 50s. There's a lot of lack of moral understanding in certain areas of the world at certain time periods, because, you know, a lot of immoral things that occurred. I wonder if there's any example. Rhymes with bravery. I wonder if there's like any like immoral thing going on in the world, because a lot of people word themselves into a corner that they think any issue now only occurs now, and they dance around the subject in hilarious fashion, talking as if they get their way in this coming election, then all of these issues will go away, which, what a horrid way to think about that shit. What a monumental, horrific way to view the world. That, oh my God, these issues exist, but they're going to go away if I get this person in office. Does anybody remember the racism is over when my nigga Obeezy got into office, and how racism never died?
Social unrest you're going to see. Even if you disagree with that statement, that still doesn't account for the questions that I asked earlier. Forget about my beliefs. Let's just look at America for what it is right now. We have a bunch of competing worldviews. And so...
Right now? Not it. Oh, I fucked that up. not at it. Oh my God, dickball. What the fuck? Why he dick the fuck out of me? I gotta quit that. Oh my God.
Really, the question is, which worldview is the correct one? So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this video. I wanted to give you guys something to...
There was nothing, madam. Like, I will ignore your worldview because you asked me to do it and say with the strongest of straight faces, nothing you've stated is new. It was going on before any of us dare have a conversation regarding politic. I'm just waiting for the boom period where I can enjoy television. There could be only one. One of us, Kamala. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Do we want to watch? Do we want to watch only stupid people vote for communists? I would argue she's right about that one. Stupid people do a lot of things. I did watch this free speech video, and that was not a good choice. And the video immediately is circumvented by her coming in and splicing in, hey, so, you know, I clipped this out of context, or it's out of context. Matter of fact, I think we need to put... Where is it? It is. So look, Cliff Notes, JD Vez. What's this motherfucker's name? Tim Walz did an interview talking about regulations over misinformation and directly linked it to motherfuckers saying wrong shit about where to vote. Voter misinformation. And how there needs to be like some form of a consequence in regards to misinformation, which I agree with. I'm going to tell y'all with a straight face. I need motherfuckers who spread misinformation. Yes, from the basic bitch motherfucker on Twitter to a media organization to face a consequence for spreading verifiable misinformation. And you shouldn't be afraid of that if you tell the truth. You notice the people who complain about that? Motherfuckers I wouldn't trust with a 10-foot pole. But I want you to hear this this great tidbit.
Wait, guys, because I know for a fact misinformation. No, it's not misinformation. By the way, guys, because I know for a fact someone is going to come in the comment section and tell me, oh, there's a full clip. You're taking it out of context. All right.
Hello, it's the man in the woods. He's a knocking.
So I watched the entire segment, and he was referring to the ballot boxes. So his argument is that there's no guarantee to free speech in the context of lying about the voting integrity. And my argument still stands. Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't and didn't still stand. You should not be lying for anything. It is misinformation. Giving people wrong information in regards to voting and voting machines and ballot boxes is misinformation. And how do I know that this is true? Because if by some rationale of circumstance or luck, motherfuckers end up winning, motherfuckers are going to start crying about how they cheated and they didn't inform and do this and do that.
Okay. Free speech also covers lying. All right. Free speech is free speech. Now, of course, I don't recommend lying. All right.
See how one jumps through a hoop and then immediately trips when they try to jump over it again? So I want to watch the commie video.
I bet Gothics could speak on this further, but absolutely 0 people are scared to wear a Harris shirt. When I initially got tagged in this post, I thought to myself, this has to be satire. This is a meme.
Good Lord, it is not satire that people want to support a fucking kid.
There is no way that this is an actual person with these types of thoughts. But then I remembered it's 2024. Anything is possible these days, right? So let's take a look at this post in question. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, okay? So as we can see here, okay, we have a photo.
I did watch this. This is complaining that someone wanted to wear a fucking shirt. And I think this is around the same time it became a dumbass trend to go to Disney World and put on one of these political shirts and hope somebody comes around and says, oh, you can't wear that shirt. AIDS. Just wear your dumbass fucking shirt. Who cares? Listen, I don't know how many times I gotta fucking tell y'all. I don't give a fuck that you vote for Trump. I don't give a fuck that you vote for Kamala. It don't matter to me. It don't affect me. How does it not affect you? Because that's your choice. It's not mine. Whatever the fuck I choose to do with my vote is what I'm going to do with mine. And I've said out loud, I'm not voting. I do not want to vote. Why don't you want to vote? It's your constitutional right. It's my constitutional right to not vote. Hello. How you doing? Fresh and fruity? Hot and tooty? You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Unequivocal. Motherfuckers don't get it. Motherfuckers think this group therapy. No, it ain't. It ain't. Y'all candidates are not people I can lead this fucking country. Your candidates are people who I think will put me in conflict. And I don't want to be in conflict. Like Jesus. I do not want to be in conflict. And no, I don't care that a motherfucker is wearing a Harris shirt. Nor do I care if they're wearing a Trump shirt. You know what's going to make me care? When the motherfucker tries to implicate me into their I don't care thing. It's like the people who say, I'm moving in silence, and they don't shut the fuck up. Look at me on social media, moving in silence. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Fuck. Why? I hate this team sports shit. I don't know where y'all get this from. I fucking point out how ass backwards it is to just put an entire framework where motherfuckers were essentially calling J.D. Vance, conservatives, were calling J.D. Vance a liar, and I point out that you probably shouldn't be doing that. The motherfuckers are like, I noticed you talk a lot of shit about conservatives on your live stream channel. Gotta get it out your mouth. You just gotta get it out your fucking mouth. You just gotta get it out your fucking mouth. If you are too chicken shit to establish or call out your side, go back to your safe space. This ain't for you. This ain't home for you. Cause I'm gonna punch that shit in your jaw and you're gonna be mad. I tell y'all this all the time. When y'all say, oh, I like all your videos. You say things I like. Let's see what happens when I say some shit you don't like. Let's see what happens when I have the same energy for some shit you favor when I see it doing dumb shit. I'ma still have a smile on my face. I'ma still crack a joke. I'ma still say fuck shit, bitch, and damn. And I'm gonna still walk out with my hand in my pants. And you more likely gonna be mad. And I won't know why. But that's a lie. I will know why. Oh, what else can I watch? I'm cooling now. How is villain arc? Because I don't want to watch this. This for some reason that video screams to me dating. I don't know why. It's a video that screams dating topic. And I have my I just don't want to. I just don't. They watched the fucking feminist versus Pearly Things thing.
All right. Some folks recommend.
Oh my God, it's 40 minutes. Speed it up. Speed it up.
In this video, I don't think we're gonna make it, so we're gonna try.
Is that bad on?
An hour and 30 minutes.
Nah, damn, it is really bad.
My name's John. It's been 5 years since I directed an episode on this exact same topic, and it's only grown more relevant. So let's jump into our discussion between feminists and men's rights activists. Men already have all their rights. If you agree, step forward. Let's start.
Leon for world leader. I don't know how many times I keep telling you it's not what I'm gonna do. My stupid ass. Yeah, you are fucking stupid.
I hate the name men's rights activist because it does imply as if our rights are being taken away. The problem that men face is more existential. The patriarchy conditions men or assigned male at birth people to pretty much just keep your feelings shut down. By age 10, your feelings don't matter.
Is this guy from the men's rights side?
You heard right. He said assignment. Yes. You heard? Yes.
Wait, this guy's supposed to represent
you
men's rights activists?
It evolved. He's including people.
I don't think this
it's
is
a man's. No,
I think that's a plan.
No,
this is a link. I have seen a lot of men's rights. But hey, you know what? Maybe someone's gonna make the argument that not all men's rights activists have to look the same.
Yeah.
And maybe this is his version. I'll just be honest. Anyone who I've ever heard use that label never talk like this or use that lingo. And using the term patriarchy is something that they fight against at all costs. So this guy, and he already started by saying, I don't even like the term men's rights activist.
Exactly.
I was like, why are you fucking here?
Exactly.
Okay, let's just give it a shot though.
This is a proof that we're not gonna make it because three seconds in, he's already got 3 strikes.
And I think I saw Pearl back there.
Yes, this guy.
Did you watch this?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
Well, you're just taking this in so well.
No, we're doing the same. No, it's just that.
You don't look shocked.
No, because the thing that happened is that, well, I'm not. I take it upon myself to not say that I'm not surprised because you don't like when I say that. All right? Of course, you're not surprised. So I don't.
No solution. Exactly. So this is a great opportunity to bring in our disagreements. I ask that we listen to what they have to say before we disagree with them.
So the perspective that I come from was about 3 years ago, I wanted to know why men didn't want to.
Oh God, I can't fucking listen to that fucking chalkboard. Oh God, I don't like Pearl. Pearl is one of those people. Pearl's one of those people, you know the ones, that want to go back to the olden days without recognizing what the olden days consist of. If I don't get a first down, I'm quitting. That's always my rule. Pearl has all that money. Pearl has a lot of money, and you would think if anybody was going to start doing things to their body, it would be Pearl.
I get married anymore.
Holy shit, Pearl lost weight?
Pearl demonetized. Pearls don't eat.
Yeah. Well, she lost that YouTube money. She couldn't afford all them Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
I didn't get it.
Good for her. She looks a lot better now. Good for her. So like she did her hair and everything. She got a decent outfit on. Man, Pearl, I'm so proud of you. All your haters got you dressing good and grooming yourself. You might actually find a... she might actually find a husband thanks to all her haters.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We told her, stop wearing those trash bags, bitch.
Thank you very much for dropping the polka dots. Like,
Yes.
I appreciate that.
No.
You look like something. I mean, you're still over.
This nigga said you look like something. That's crazy.
No, I'm gonna say it again.
That's crazy.
No, congratulations. You look like something. You dropped the
She
polka
said, yo,
dot.
you ain't a pro, you a rock. Hey, that's crazy. Nah. I'm gonna give it to you. Pearl, you actually look good at this one. I hate your guts, but
Yeah. So you look good. You look good. I mean, you're still over 27, so you ain't worth nothing. But according to you,
Man, fuck, she did set that really unrealistic, stupid ass fucking standard that as you age, you become less valuable. And it's like, why would you say that knowing you're the exact same fucking age? This motherfucker on Twitch said, Pearl is my hero. You are gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone, and you should be proud of that. I know you're trolling me, and allow me to troll with you. Fuck, my guy. I'm bored of this because now I had to think about Pearl.
So this celebrity named
I'm dead ass. Like, my attention span is too fucking shot. It's what the fuck? I thought it was midnight. It's about to be 10 o'clock. What the fuck? I don't know what I thought today. I thought a lot today. I didn't expect any of this. I'm gonna be putting in Diego Pavia as my fucking quarterback. Braxton Miller seems like he's not in it to win it. So now I have to be concerned, and also fucking got a better throw power going on there. Also, I need to put fucking abilities on Deshaun Jackson. Put up Subway Surfer for a maximum low attention span? No. Primarily because I don't even know where to find anything regarding that. Sorry. Oh, fuck, I fucked that up. I was supposed to fucking put abilities on this motherfucker, not take them away.
Chappell Roan came out and said that basically both main political parties in the United States suck.
Oh, I remember this. I didn't make a video about this because I fucking didn't care. But some fucking TikTok turned mainstream celebrity was not on board with either of these fucking presidential candidates, and how dare that be the worst opinion you could possibly fucking have? Because, oh my God, looking at both of them and seeing that they don't do anything in regards to hoping that they do something beneficial, oh my great heavens, oh me, oh my.
What they focus on Israel and Palestine and her disagreement of how both political parties are handling that situation. Obviously, hardcore supporters of both sides are going to have a problem with that statement and say shit like,
one side is obviously worse than the other.
And D'Angelo happens to be one of those individuals. And this was kind of surprising to me because while D'Angelo is super pretentious and says a lot of things I don't really agree with, he's still genuine with his takes. But in this video, he comes off as super fake and snaky by leaving out context of the Chappell Roan situation. So let's not waste any time and see why D'Angelo is wrong. Again.
If I had to sum up today's entire video in a single word, it would be miscommunication. Miscommunication gives way to minefields, and at this point, the Chappell Roan situation is exactly that. But first, welcome, my name is D'Angelo, and I am your professor of Jurassic Orthodontics, which is a very real degree that I definitely do have.
Not funny.
So most of this interview was standard fare, except for this small part in the byline mentioning why Chappell Roan hasn't endorsed Kamala Harris.
You mean a celebrity made the decision to not endorse a presidential candidate? Oh my god, this is a travesty.
I have so many issues with our government in every way, she says. There are so many things that I would want to change, so I don't feel pressured to endorse someone. There's problems on both sides. Oh, buddy, this is not a very strong start, but I'll get to that.
Oh god, now I want to wait. No, I don't want to watch this from the perspective of somebody else. I want to watch this. I want to watch this via his. I want to watch this via his fucking lens of this. No. Rich actors fought a company over 15. Well, I don't fucking care about that. I need this. This sounds drastically pretentious. Where the fuck's the video? Oh, right here.
If I had to sum up today's entire video in a single word, it would be miscommunication. Miscommunication gives way to minefields, and at this point, the Chappell Roan situation is exactly that. I have heard more think pieces and discourse surrounding this pop star than actual music, and I'm not sure what it is about Chappell specifically that seems to engender such strong reactions in people, but the
It was because motherfucker didn't give the attention political pundits wanted, because every condescending dipshit under the sun says we don't care about what celebrities think. They heard Dave Chappelle, do we give a fuck what Ja Rule thinks? And much like talking about how you should get your mental health in order, these motherfuckers don't follow the advice that they talk to themselves in the mirror about. I don't give a fuck what a celebrity thinks, but as soon as a celebrity does anything that they themselves also do, all of a sudden it's, this celebrity's so cool.
Actions are certainly strong, and they seem to have peaked recently when Saturday Night Live ran a sketch referencing a few of Chappell's recent issues, and the fallout from this has been so massive, I almost don't know where to start. So we are going to talk about all of it, from Chappell's increasingly frantic interviews and TikToks that sparked all of this, to the canceled shows and subsequent fan responses that are raising one question in my mind: how exactly is Chappell planning on sustaining all of this? Because right now, I think it's gotten completely out of hand. But first, welcome, my name is D'Angelo, and I am your professor of Jurassic Orthodontics, which is a very real degree that I definitely do.
Not funny. I agreed with the train guy. Not funny.
Or maybe this is just me rapping since I pushed Dove. I mean, it still says a lot about fan interactions and parasocial relationships, but it also makes a strong argument that as good as authenticity is, maybe publicists and PR still have a point. So I don't...
Oh, so you're mad that someone is authentic and didn't give you the information you wanted. And apparently, by the quote of your video, Chappell Roan, or Chappell Roan, how do I say this and mean it with sincerity in my voice, is speedrunning the end of her career. You know what's funny? The first comment is generally love your videos, D'Angelo, but I feel I do disagree with this one. I'm not hyper familiar with Chappell Roan or anything, but everything I've seen seems like she comes off as genuine and insane person in an insane world. Democrats are a centrist party, and Kamala represents a continual shift toward the right overall. Getting excited for her and endorsing her is just a long degradation of values that only lead toward, oh good Lord, long paragraphs. I'm not a Chappell fan, but I can't help but feel a lot of the reaction to Chappelle's political stance is in bad faith. Oh, good Lord. This might be my time to shine. Might be time for Leon to give his old famous take about pick. Oh, fuck it. Turn over on down.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Chappell might be the most talked about pop star right now, and part of this has been sustained through a few interviews she's done recently. Interestingly, the top one that comes up was conducted by Bowen Yang, who's going to come back up later in a big way, because he is now under fire from some of her fans for how he referenced her on Saturday Night Live. But the interview we're looking at is from The Guardian. Chappell Roan on sexuality, superstardom, and the joy of drag. So most of this interview was standard fare, except for this small part in the byline mentioning why Chappell Roan hasn't endorsed Kamala Harris. And here's the direct quote: "I have so many issues with our government in every way," she says. "There are so many things that I would want to change, so I don't feel pressured to endorse someone. There's problems on both sides."
Oh, but yes. Why would you say "oh, buddy" to that? There's problems on both sides, and only a fool will sit here and say "not my side," and they will be objectively wrong about that because they have a weenie in their face and they're sucking that weenie with objective skill And they should probably stop that so that they could see the forest for the trees.
Buddy, this is not a very strong start, but I'll get to that in a second. I encourage people to use your critical thinking skills, use your vote small, vote for what's going on in your city. See, now that, on the other hand, I think is a great message. The change she wants to see in the US this election year, she says instantly, is trans rights. They cannot have cis people making decisions for trans people, period. And so she's managed to give an answer here without mentioning either Vice President Harris or Trump, but I don't think the core things she's saying are wrong at all. Objectively, one should use your critical thinking skills, and I'm very glad that she's encouraging people to vote. There are way
I feel like this is going to be where it all goes downhill.
too many young people not voting. According to Forbes, half of Gen Zers don't intend to vote. And so any statement that increases voter registration among young people, I think is a good thing. Similarly, it's obviously a good thing to reaffirm her position on trans rights. And if you use your critical thinking skills and see that she's going to use her vote, not for cis people who want to make decisions for trans people, I don't think there's any conceivable universe in which somebody could interpret this as being pro-Trump. But nevertheless, people will, just you wait. However, I don't think there's problems on both sides is a good statement at all. Is it true? Yes, but we're getting into this really...
Buddy, what do you mean? Why is it, yes, it's true, but it's true. They're fucking idiots on both sides of the fucking spectrum of what you would call political discourse. Because it's a bunch of people who think that they're right and they won't be touched.
Tricky territory where when you're in an interview or even when you're putting out statements on the internet, if you're only thinking about what is true and what you believe, and you're not also thinking about how it can be interpreted, you're really setting yourself up for failure.
Yes. Both sides suck, and the proof of that is what I'm watching right now. It's a motherfucker trying to scapegoat how, oh, it's true, but while proving that no matter which side you pick, some schizophrenic dipshit is going to give their opinion in horrendous faith.
There's problems on both sides is a talking point that is very popular among people who do not support leftist policies. And so I seriously think more specificity would have gone a long way. I think as you're going to see, vagueness is the main thing I think Chappell's statements often wind up suffering from. What problems are on both sides, Chappell? Are the problems on one side perhaps a little more extreme than the problems on the other? I don't know. Again, in context, the statement I think is fine, but it is so absurdly easy to interpret this incorrectly that I'm not surprised that that's exactly what happened. Chappell Roan is an embarrassment to lesbians. You can't borrow from drag aesthetics and embrace your sexuality and then pretend the party that would criminalize our happiness is the same as the one who protects it. And this tweet
and I'm going to fucking throw a monkey wrench in D'Angelo's plan here because you can be as crystal clear as fucking possible. It's exactly the Twitter meme. You could say, I like oranges, and a motherfucker will think you hate apples and want to see apples eradicated from the face of the earth. If a motherfucker says there's problems on both sides, there are problems on both sides in terms of political candidates, in terms of political policy, in terms of the fan fucking reaction of these political sides. It is a thing that is not hard to figure out if you know how to work your fucking brain and see the political brain rot that has gone on the entire year for the past week. It ain't hard to interpret.
Has like 50.
It's motherfuckers who don't know shit having a hard time in the rationale.
6,000 likes, millions of views, and I find it very likely that the millions of people who may have seen it don't know what Chappell actually said because this person quoted a quote. They're responding to this Twitter account which only included this part of her statement. I have so many issues with our government in every way, etc. I don't feel pressure to endorse someone. There's problems on both sides. It is extremely unclear from the snippet what problems Chappell is referring to, and frankly, out of context, this just does sound really bad. The quote-unquote news and pop culture accounts that are clipping this out of context and spreading it all over the internet are definitely at fault here in my opinion, but at the same time, media training, you know, a little bit of practice with interviews would have alleviated this issue because I promise you a good PR person would never have allowed Chappell to say this in that exact wording because a good PR person would want to avoid Time magazine articles like this. Chappell Roan's both sides non-endorsement divides the internet because a good PR person would have realized that Chappell is employing false balance, which is a terminology in media, which Wikipedia describes thusly. False balance, known colloquially as both sidesism, is a media bias in which journalists present an issue as being more balanced between opposing viewpoints than the evidence support. Or to put it slightly more normally, why are we talking in circles about both sides when one side is objectively so much worse? Do I believe Chappell was trying to employ media fallacies to prove a point? No, because in her original statement, she...
So you're going to bring this up as reference, but also say that's not what the person was doing. Congratulations on jumping through hoops and doing a false balance.
Immediately made it clear what she was talking about. However, we have a saying in the world of communication, and I do feel like I get to say we because I know I make a lot of jokes about my fake degrees in my videos, but I do actually have a degree in mass communication with a concentration in digital film and television.
You have a degree in mass communication. You were able to do nothing with it in regards to actually being able to communicate to a group of people that what you are doing is exactly what you're trying to put on, but not really, but also somewhat slightly, Chappell Roan to. You just fucking did the false balance. You just did it.
Television production, etc. And one of the first things I was told is that the burden of communication falls on the communicator. It's your job to make sure that you're not being misunderstood. Now, there is a huge debate actually about this. You can find people saying this is a myth and communication should be a two-way thing. The audience has a responsibility to be critical about what they're hearing and be open.
Yes, you have a fucking responsibility because if I tell you right now, I think Star Wars sucks, and you turn it into this motherfucker thinks Star Wars fans are racist. That's not on me to clear that up. That's on you for being a dumbass.
But they're not. That's the thing. Audiences they're not like this. So I am wholly.
Yes, audiences are like this. They will hear something and immediately their ears will perk up. Why do you think 15? Matter of fact, I could be wrong. I'll accept the fact that I'm wrong. But aren't you the same guy? I don't know if he did. And even if he didn't, a point could be made for someone else who fits the category, where motherfuckers will hear an interview from Star Wars Disney executive about the toxic fan base and how actors have to deal with that, and then immediately turn it into, they just called all Star Wars fans racist. He made the video. The anti-woke YouTubers are a plague. Oh God, I wonder if there's like false balance in there.
Fully unsurprised that this has happened, but Chappell on the other,
which is a bunch of people responding to interviewers.
And seems shook.
It's being completely.
Matter of fact, I want to be able to, you know, look at my point and be able to prove it.
If I had to sum up today's entire video in a single word, it would be woke. Not sure if you've got the memo, but apparently everything is woke nowadays. Video games, movies.
I wonder what
the existence of women. All of these things are proof that we are moving in a very woke direction. Or at least that's what many would have you believe. And if you, like me, are just interested to learn all of the ways in which the world has become woke, because that's definitely something I'm interested in, look no further than youtube.com, where they are all too happy to shove this content in everybody's recommended feed for unknown reasons.
So you're mad that it's being put into your feed that you could just easily just get rid of?
You know what? Honestly, I'm tired of fighting it. Today, I've decided, instead of hitting not interested for the 1000th time, I'm just going to dive into the rabbit hole and see what they have to offer. But first, welcome. My name is D'Angelo, and I am your professor of post-informational deconstruction theory, which is a very real degree that I definitely do have. Or maybe this is just me broadcasting myself talking in my room like YouTube used to be. And in today's lecture...
Oh, so this is his gimmick. I can't listen to this soy. Like, I'm not interested in your speak of soy boy. Oh, he doesn't even play the video, but he's going through people's comments and he's making the comment. Oh, so he's doing the thing. He's reading other people's words and he's coming to his own.
Taken out of context. Per usual, there is nuance to what I say in interviews. I think it's important that people use critical thinking.
But they don't. They don't. That's the sort of thing. I feel like one would think Chappell may have realized by now. I feel like her annoyance is palpable through this TikTok, and in some ways, one could say it's justified because...
It is justified. Not in one ways, not in some ways, not in two ways. It's justified.
Who wants to be clipped out of context and made to seem like you're propping up the support of Donald Trump of all people, especially being in the LGBT community and supporting them through your art. But, and I really hope this doesn't sound like I'm coming for Chappell Roan or something like that. She does have agency in this situation, right?
You're coming for Chappell Roan in this situation.
This is just like PR 101. You know what I mean? She could hire almost anybody and they could have gotten her out of this situation. In fact, even the fact that she's responding right now, seemingly from her living room or something in a TikTok video.
Oh no, no. I'm playing one of these motherfucking I motherfuckers. Nope. You got it. Not playing you, motherfucker. Nope. Not worth the headache.
Yeah, because as you're going to see, this didn't quite make things better.
No, I'm not voting for Trump. And yes, I will always question those in power, and I will stand up for what's right and what I believe in. I'm sorry that you fell for the clickbait.
Like, I get it, Chappell. I understand. But, oh man, the clickbait that people were reacting to was still part of Chappell's statement, and we do just live in a world where people go off of headlines. And so speaking of clarity and communication, I hope my point here is clear. I'm not like a Chappell Roan hater. She has to shut up and stop sharing her opinion. I just find it so strange that she keeps winding up in these situations over and over without seemingly evaluating communication's role in all of this, because I think it's a huge part that she's missing. Why?
Communication's role could be a way to look at this. You know, it would be a better way to look at it. Your interpretation of one's communication. I know you want to pin it all on Chappell Roan, but I'm going to put a good majority of this on the motherfuckers who are listening to it and accusing her of wanting to vote for Trump. Because it didn't take any brain power to think, oh, she thinks both sides fucking suck. But you can do your own critical fucking thinking. It's like the fucking weirdos who ran around and complained, I don't care about Taylor Swift voting for Kamala, but then they bitched about it for 3 days. When all Kamala, when all, what's her fucking name? When all Taylor Swift said was, hey, I'm voting for Kamala. You, random person reading my Instagram post, you come to your own choices and decisions. Hello. hate to soil any fucking expectations anyone could possibly fucking have on that one, but you know, it's so great. It's so easy to do such a thing, isn't it?
Does anybody else feel like this is a uniquely terrible time to be on the internet? Between living in a state that is affected by these hurricanes, an increase of weird energy online due to the impending United States elections, and the fact that it is early October and my seasonal depression has come back with a vengeance.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. I could feel bad if you didn't partake in the like wannabe smear campaign of somebody because you can't interpret that she's disturbed by both sides.
Why is nobody in her camp saying, hey, Chappell, hold on a second. What you want to say and how people are going to interpret it can be mulled over a little bit while preserving your authenticity. But no, instead of that, we get her reacting the very next day after that video with another one.
I just woke up. And to like people just skewing it even more. Endorsing and voting are completely different.
It's like the cycle is just painful. At this point, I genuinely, it hurts to witness this. So she goes into more detail here.
There is no way I can stand behind some of the left's completely transphobic and completely genocidal views. There are huge problems on both. Trump for real, but some of the shit that has gone down in the Democratic Party that has failed.
What's the problem? Are you mad she's not specifying it? Because saying fuck Trump is enough for you, but bringing up the Democratic Party fucking shit up, and I'm probably going to hear the response of, oh, well, where are they fucking up?
People like me and you. And more so, Palestine. And more so...
There's the thing that's kind of fucked over a lot of people in regards to whether if they want to support Kamala or not.
Every marginalized community in the world. So, yeah, I'm voting for Kamala.
Kamala. It's not...
Ding, 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 ding. There it is. There it is.
Difficult. It's not difficult. It's just comma and then la, you know? Anyway, she seems to be interpreting this as like, you guys have badgered me into revealing who I'm voting for.
Yes, it is exactly. And you showed proof of that, you stupid illiterate motherfucker. You showed proof of that by showing a fucking tweet where it was just motherfuckers being overtly dramatic about her fucking quote. You showed proof of that. This video is 31 minutes. We're at the 9-minute mark. You showed proof of that 4 minutes ago.
You know, I think I'm going to stop mincing words for a second and be very specific. A lot of people who express hesitation to want to vote for Kamala Harris, they're doing so because they don't care if Donald Trump gets elected. It's not really a I don't support Vice President Harris thing so much as centrism as enablement for the rise of the right is a real thing that happens. And when people espouse this, you know what they sound like? This. So even though
You sound like a motherfucker who said fuck Trump, but I'm concerned about the Democrats' efforts in regards to Palestine. You sound bad saying that. You sound bad saying that. I think you sound pretty fucking normal, but fuck, what do I know?
I personally don't.
I'm just the albino in the room.
I don't think that's what Chappell Roan was doing. It's just absurd how avoidable this would have been if there was somebody telling her, hey, this is probably how it's going to come across. And I know people are going to jump to like, you're tone policing, you're telling women how to speak, you're trying to silence them. Communication is a job. It's just a job. It's one of your jobs when you are a pop star.
It's a good way to cover for the fact that you're trying to speak over a woman who's trying to explain to you motherfuckers that she hates both sides. And for you to ignore all of that and go on that tangent based off of you being upset about the phrasing of the name Kamala, don't fucking get it. Don't fucking get it. I truly don't fucking get it. You've done a terrible fucking job. You've done a terrible fucking job. And Captious, I hope you have something to say about the other fucking candidate not knowing what a Category 5 hurricane is.
Effectively, this could have been avoided by thinking harder about what was said. Not because I think her true thoughts need to be filtered, but because, again, miscommunication creates landmines.
I'm not picking the sides of what we have right now. Yes, one's obviously better than the other. But Jesus Christ, I hope you don't settle for what we have.
Now, I've been cutting out a lot of her statements because...
That's another fucking problem. Motherfuckers not showing the full context. Oh, and you said you had a major in communications? And you cutting out words of context? A motherfucker with a major or degree in communication cutting out context? Sir? I don't know about that. Me no know about that, baby. Me don't know about that, baby. Me no know about that, baby.
They're a little rambly, but I actually think this is the first time at the very end of her final video that she actually finally said, yes, one is obviously better than the other. When I was first starting to form my own political opinions, aka not the brainwashing I endured growing up in South Central Texas in a religious environment, oof, I think I initially did land at exactly what she's saying here. There are problems on both sides. You know what I mean? The whole establishment is corrupt. The setup of it all is just depressing.
Yes, and it's fucking difficult to trust any of them because they have a history of professionally lying in front of people's faces, barely getting anything done, and then expecting everybody to just not notice that and vote for them again.
And yada, 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 yada. But what I didn't realize is
insert whichever political fucking person you want in that fucking segue because it fits.
None of this is false, but shouldn't I be compartmentalizing that energy for after the election? Like, when one of the sides I'm complaining about is fascism, is anti-LGBT, is racist, is pro-forced birth, doesn't want anybody to have autonomy over their body if they're a woman, transgender, etc. Why not put my energy first into making sure that side is not in office? And then, once we have the less insane administration, that's when you can unleash all the criticism you want. Can and should, by the way. I read this online, this isn't my quote, but elect the party you want to organize under. That's what I wish somebody would have told me when I was a little bit younger, complaining about both sides. Yeah, you don't live in a fantasy land. You're not going to be presented a perfect candidate. But when one of the sides is actually death, like for real, forcing people to give birth is deadly. Withholding gender affirming care from people is deadly. Racism is deadly, etc. This isn't a question. It's not an opinion. I'm not exaggerating. Nuance actually is counterproductive when certain things in life are black and white. I was so annoying when I was younger. I'm glad I worked through all of this offline.
You're still annoying, buddy. You're still annoying. But I'm letting you cook right now because you're spitting. You're still annoying, but you spitting right now.
But I used to take up so much space in conversations complaining about both sides, etc. But then as I've had the benefit of hindsight and the benefit of looking back over multiple election cycles, it's really clear that there's a time to worry about what's wrong with the left. And there's a time to use any and every opportunity that you can to speak out against the right and their
So the gimmick is don't, because, you know, the way you communicate these things is important. The gimmick is be able to criticize the left after they win, because after they win, it's fine. Because fuck, it doesn't matter because they won. Right. And while it's still out and about when who could win, you only criticize the other side. Right. No, that doesn't, no.
Sane plans for this country, because presently we do live in a two-party system. These sides are our options. That does not mean they can't be criticized.
I mean, fuck. No one wants to vote for the third party.
I personally am extremely open to people criticizing her statements. I love nuance. I love, you know, looking at both sides of most issues. But for some people, it's a privilege for there to be multiple sides when the other side of something is their continued existence. We can want it to be not that serious all we want, but that's just how it is. So basically, Chappell was coming across as an op. I don't believe she is, which I think is why she was so frustrated by all of this. But that's why media...
She's frustrated by the amount of you motherfuckers taking her words and turning into some weird fucking fixation about your fucking beliefs.
Training is a thing. Somebody can have these conversations, and at the very least, she could have still said exactly what she said the way she wanted to, because it is at her discretion, but she wouldn't have been surprised when this was the reaction. That's how I feel about the Chappell Roan media training debacle. It's not even about trying to control her, but don't you think it would be better if she didn't seem constantly shocked by the scenario that keeps happening? I think Taylor Swift's recent endorsement was a great example. She was able to endorse Vice President Harris, and I personally didn't really see anybody saying, oh, you support genocide and you're against marginalized communities.
Wrong, you liar. You didn't look for that. A lot of motherfuckers got on Taylor's fucking back. A lot of fucking conservatives, a lot of fucking people who make the assumption are maybe left-leaning or like all that shit because of the Palestine shit. She caught smoke. You're lying. You did not look for that. You just saw that and saw a bunch of people on your timeline cheering her on, and you thought, yay, based, cool, which is not how you should be operating. You're lying. Do I take the bet that he doesn't read the entire Taylor Swift thing?
Because you've made an endorsement. And if they were, it doesn't matter, because I don't think Taylor Swift is genocidal or against marginalized communities. A lot of people are...
Fuck, how do you know?
Saying endorsements don't even matter. But Vote.gov tracked over 400,000 visits in the 24 hours after Taylor's endorsement. It's not even about Taylor trying to change the mind of Trump supporters. We just need people to vote. And that's why I personally feel I'm a lot more receptive.
Oh, I encourage people to use your critical thinking skills, use your vote. So telling motherfuckers use your critical thinking skills and telling them to go vote is not good enough for you. You need them to bend over backwards to demonize one group and also say go vote.
Receptive to what Chappell Roan was saying than some people, because I feel like the main message was we just need people to vote. Use your vote. Vote small. Vote for what's going on in your city. She said it 3 different ways, but the both sides thing is what people were really fixating on, even though she said it once. And it's like, you know, Taylor's endorsement was very calm. What if Chappell doesn't identify with that? If she wanted to put out something,
you know why Taylor's was very calm? Because she said it and then probably went to sleep. or went to go make music, or went to go get her shit pulverized by Travis Kelce. Any one of these options is probably what occurred with her. Meanwhile, the alternative has been responding to people every other day because of it.
Thing fiery, that could have been done too, very easily. During the iHeartRadio Music Festival, Haley Williams recently came out with this really strong statement.
Do you want to live in a dictatorship? Well, show up and vote!
She's angry. Be angry. You know what I mean? I think Chappell could have been just as angry and frustrated with the state of things and how life is for women, people of color, etc., without running into this issue. So anyways, I only bring up these examples to show tone can be preserved through media training. At the end of the day, I just don't want to sound like a man saying, Chappell Roan needs to...
Buddy, you're at the halfway point of this video. You are a man trying to tone police a woman. Congratulations on failing at whatever attempt you wanted to achieve.
Shut up. She's so annoying and she's so mad. Just stop talking, because I promise y'all, this is actually my hyperfixation. I care so much about her message and how it comes across, and I feel like it's so frustrating seeing this missed opportunity when I think it could have been done a lot better. But let me know what you think about all of this, because truly, this is open to interpretation. That's sort of the whole point of media studies. When people are getting millions of views, 42,000 likes on Twitter, saying, okay, so she's a Republican, got it? Yes, this is the absolute most ridiculous possible way of interpreting Chappell's statements. But what I've learned in my time doing things on the internet is, instead of finding people like this and getting mad at them, you just have to make them look even dumber. Just be even clearer, to the point where the only way to misinterpret you is malice. Basically, this annoying, unfortunate, oh, she's both sidesing and she didn't explicitly say this and she seems hesitant. Don't let them draw these circles, because people love drawing these circles. Chappell said in her you were drawing the circles video that basically, if you follow all of her statements and all of her interviews, or if you...
I can't do it anymore. You know what? I can't. Y'all be blessed. Bedtime.